Man, we're still in Minnesota.
Are we?
Minnesota.
Yeah, don't you know? I heard, that's all I heard all weekend, you know?
Yep.
So, thick accents too,
Man,
you know?
real thick.
Yeah.
Real thick, like borderline Canada.
I
we were on the borderline of Canada.
know, we are. I did not know that, I'll be honest with you, man. I didn't know QA1 was this far north.
Oh yeah?
Like, they gotta love the snow.
There's one of them fire hydrants right there with a stick on it, just in case it snows too much.
That way they can find it.
Yeah.
You know what that tells me? That snow gets that high.
Yes.
Or possibly could get that high.
Yes.
I'm out. And then today, it's muggy. It's
is.
hot. I got out of the toter this morning. We stayed at some little truck parking lot.
Yeah.
Dave let us know that he paid for our spots.
He gonna need that
He
back.
said I reserved 3 spots. I went ahead and paid for them.
Yeah.
You know, thanks, Dave.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get you your 14 bucks later. So QA1 has been really big with a lot of our programs for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Like a lot of people don't realize how many years we've been with QA1, and I honestly don't either, man. But I guarantee it's
Well, even before
7,
we were really
8.
with them, we used their shocks
Yes.
on stuff. You know what I mean? So, but yes.
And I brought some buddies. We picked up Giuseppe. Giuseppe's with us. Daddy Dave's with us. And Ryan's with us. And we're all going to come by here. We're going to take a tour of the shop. Everybody that knows, look, let's just be honest, man. I like donks, you know.
Yeah.
And not only the donk stuff, but we've got their mod shocks on everything.
Yep.
We have all their suspension on the 2 donks that we've built.
Mm-hmm.
We've got their suspension on Aiden Chevelle.
Mm-hmm.
We have, and when I say suspension, I mean everything. A-arms, upper
Front
and lower
to rear.
A-arms, trailing arms, upper and lower trailing arms on the back.
Drive shaft.
We use a lot of QA1 stuff. And we're also building this new SEMA donk this year, the wagon.
Mm-hmm.
And it's got all their stuff on it too. So we had to come by here, you know, and take a shop tour, because I guarantee we're gonna see some stuff today that we didn't even know that they made, you know, so.
Yeah, it would be pretty cool. I didn't realize, I stayed over here the other day, literally a mile from the hotel I stay at.
So did we.
So.
Yeah, we could've went and saw them,
Yeah.
you know? But also, the things that they have, you know, 96 Impala SS that we just got.
Yep.
We got trailing arms and everything from them for that. We just haven't, we're not at home,
Yep.
you know? So, but other than that, I'm sure that we're gonna, man, there were some little tires.
Yeah.
I'm sure that we're gonna see a bunch of stuff in here that, and we're gonna go, oh man, I didn't even know y'all made those.
No doubt about it.
Gonna need some of that.
They got
Look, they got the QA1 truck here. Yeah, yep.
So, yeah, you can show everything.
Cool. Well, we kind of feel like we're going to see some stuff that we didn't even know that y'all did, and then you're going to be getting text messages this week.
Exactly.
Just to let you know.
There we go. So,
It's a pretty new building, huh?
yeah, we built it. We actually moved in January of 2020.
Oh, so real new.
Perfect.
Yeah, exactly.
Right at the perfect time.
And then things unraveled from there.
Yeah.
So, no, it's a cool place. It's a cool place.
I
But
see the QA1 truck sitting over there.
yeah, it's mine right there.
Yeah.
So,
The teal one's yours?
Yeah.
I
Yep.
like that. That's cool.
yep.
Yeah, I saw them building that.
Yep. So, how did things go today?
Yeah. It's not a good subject.
Okay.
I made it to the 2nd round, but
Leave
which
that
is
be.
okay for me. But, yeah.
What's that?
Dave didn't make it in the invitation. Neither did Ryan.
I gotcha.
It was the first time though, you know.
Sure.
Come on in, guys. Oh, figures. I always gravitate to the wrong door. Man, it feels cool.
It does.
It feels really cool. Hey, buddy.
It's Inception.
Huh?
It's Inception.
How are you, man? Nice to meet you.
How's it going?
How are you, man? Nice to meet you. What's your name? Steve. That's right. How you doing, bro? He's a dark whisperer. That's right. Big wheel. He's the big wheel whisperer.
Yeah.
Right here.
Yeah.
This is the guy that we always talk to.
Right on, man.
Dave
Good to meet
gives
you,
him
Phantom.
this,
Yep.
and then Steve makes it happen.
Exactly. That's how it goes.
I try not to bother him too much.
Yeah.
Steve texts me back.
So,
Oh, what you got?
but
Come on, man, you know
yeah,
it.
welcome, guys. We'll grab some safety glasses, and then you'll see where everything's made. Sure. So, anybody need to hit the restroom or anything before we get going?
I think we have
Oh, tour guide over here.
Yeah. Over here on your left.
That's right. Now let's do it.
Good deal. So did everybody meet Steve and Rob?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes? So yeah, we'll grab some safety glasses and head up to the shop.
You guys do a lot for snow.
No way.
Get your safety glasses on?
I do.
Are these, what are these?
I look official.
Z85 or whatever?
They're OSHA approved
Yeah.
for sure.
Z something.
All right.
Oh, Ryan's got
Official.
Ryan's got the cool ones.
He finna do a side project.
He looks like a minion. Huh?
You want something a little more?
No,
you want me to wear
those look
those?
good.
I got those on purpose.
I almost like those better.
Am I cooler than these? Is that what's going on?
No.
Okay.
No, you were way cooler than the other ones.
I like the minion look.
Dare to be different.
This is
There's the
Casey
minion.
from our marketing department. Casey does a lot of the, well, most of y'all the social media we feel sorry for her a lot, but she gets creative and makes it happen.
That's right.
Gotta have them.
So welcome to QA1. We'll take you on a tour today and show you where we make all the suspension parts, driveline stuff. So a few of us were talking on the way in. So the building itself is relatively new. We moved in January of 2020, which was perfect time because we were about 2 miles north of here in a couple buildings that we added on to several times of just a bunch of different rooms that didn't allow for a lot of modularity in how we spread out. This place, as you'll see when you go out there, gives us tons of flexibility to grow or change different departments and allow us to do what we do. So
At the old building, when the forklifts got stuck in the snow between the two buildings, that was always just really entertaining.
Those are
This is
winter sports.
101,000 square feet, and it was made with the feng shui that we need for how everything is, goes through the production line all the way to the shelf.
yeah.
How big is this place now?
101.
This is one.
Yeah. So come on in.
Yep.
All right. So this area through here, this is really kind of home base for really any product development activities that we're doing. We got a couple of the product teams throughout here. We have our sales, customer service, tech support, marketing, accounting, all that kind of throughout this area. But if anybody were to call in, every single phone call comes in through here. Right. So we have a team that's dedicated to answering those. We pride ourselves. We answer the phone in, what is it, like 40 seconds?
Right now, it's on average it's 38 seconds before you're talking to one of us.
Yep.
So our customers really appreciate that. Sometimes we'll answer the phone, catch them like mouthful of food. Oh, I wasn't expecting you to answer the phone. So we've always been really good about talking to our customers and potential customers, and so they really like that. We continue to do it.
Yep. Yeah. So.
That's what we like about people like Field Tech, and we talk about it all the time.
And not
Customer
38
service means a
seconds
lot.
to the automated thing, 38 seconds to
You're
us.
talking to somebody.
Yep.
It said closed-toed shoes required. Remember we got in trouble at Holly for that.
We're just gonna act like that didn't.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen.
I
Look, Ryan has flip-flops on. He's gonna ruin this whole thing for us.
I know.
I don't know where the sway bar guy is right now, but this is our CNC sway bar bender. Probably one of the most satisfying machines to watch. As they put the tube in, it kind of spins it around, bends it, spits it out.
Try one?
Huh?
Want to try one? Good.
Dave can run that machine.
Dave bends anti-roll bars all the time.
Maybe he's over. Sometimes he's over in Welding. That's awesome.
That was a good one. That was pretty good.
Every sway bar is checked in the jig before it goes off the powder coating and back into the box. Makes it real nice. Customers call on the tech line and say, your sway bar doesn't fit. And I know it fits. I just have to figure out what he's doing incorrect. It's a nice way of doing things.
I did that one time on my son Chevelle.
Yeah.
I said, there's no way this thing fits. We had it wrong.
So that does happen.
Which is probably normally the case.
I didn't cuss y'all first though. I knew I was the dummy. I knew I was the dummy.
It just makes it nice to make the parts here, You know, these are parts that you can get overseas for like $3 each. But we won't, if we had a material problem or something, like a fitment problem, we could fix it now because it's made right here. And so that's the way we do it. That's the way we've always done it.
Make America.
Continue to do it.
Yeah, and one of our areas of focus, you know, so quality's in our name. So QA1 stands for quality and affordability is #1. But one of the things that we really try to strive for on a quality basis is building a process that can't fail, right? So a lot of companies, they're going to try to build quality into their product just through inspection. We try to build a process that can't fail right from the get-go. And that's one of the things that we've been focused on quite a bit. So.
The rest of this area here is our CNC department. So they'll make different brackets, plates, different things.
So flat stock is all cut over there. CNC press brake right here does all the bending operations.
Oh wow, that's cool. So that turns into that.
Oh yeah, no. See how it
Yeah.
pushes it down?
Yeah.
Puts the bend in it?
Our CNC laser cuts out tabs, different tabs and things. So when we make our K members, I don't know how many different tabs and tubes and parts there are, but we cut them all, bend them all right here. They all go over to the back corner where the welding is, into a jig, weld them. But every tab gets cut out, press brake is needed, drill down.
This is scrap.
Being able to build 24/7 lights out. You know, it's not an inexpensive endeavor to build stuff here stateside, but if we can keep the facility running 24/7, that's a focus for us. You know, a big testament to that is, you know, machines like we have over here. This is where we do our shock bodies. So when you see a QA1 shock or a coilover, you have the threaded body on the outside.
Yeah.
It all starts with raw material just like this, right?
Huh.
So one of the things that we need to be doing constantly is making sure that these machines never stop turning, right?
So y'all run 24/7.
We have 2 shifts, and then these machines are capable of running for several hours without immediate attendance. So as long as we can keep it full of bar stock, that's job 1 for us, right? So feed the machine, that's right. You know, we can shift as well that keeps things going also.
You guys run 1 shift? You guys run
2 shifts, yep. No, so we'll have a lag from like 2 a.m. to about 7 a.m. So we'll have a lag there.
The machines are still running.
The machines are still running.
Yeah, they run 24 hours.
Pretty much.
You got people here every shift.
Exactly. Yep. And then even throughout the weekend too. We have a skeleton crew making sure that CNC is constantly.
And our managers, they have the ability to control the machines off-site too.
Oh, yeah.
So if there's something where they need to stop the machine or whatever, they can do that.
Yeah.
All automated.
Yeah.
Which one makes it run?
I don't know.
The green one?
Green's got to.
We got our stock we saw over here. Here's a completed piece. This is a non-coilover, but everything's all machined out. Relatively basic part, we burn these off here.
And it looks great now, but we do clear anodize this so that we can try to make this look like this for as long as possible.
Yeah.
So while this is the finished part, it still has a finish that goes over or anodized in it.
And the cool thing is also, we have a lot of racers and enthusiasts that are kind of baked all the way around the company. So like some of our CNC programmers, they're racers themselves. So they're able to pick out and see things that maybe a traditional operator won't see. But also like attention to detail, right? Making sure if a burr gets hot and starts scratching stuff, it could be a minor scratch. We can look at it and go, yeah, that's never going to fly for somebody's car, right? So they're able to take that and apply it to what we do here. And even like their race programs themselves bring feedback back to
For sure.
what we do every day.
For sure.
So a lot
I
of
couldn't
our-
imagine somebody working here and not being a car guy.
Oh yeah. Yep.
You know?
So yeah, Steve, he drag races. Rob, you got a bunch of hot rods and
I not only drag race, I'm the fastest one.
allegedly.
Oh, I feel like there's some competition. He said allegedly.
Allegedly.
Casey, she grew up in a road racing family. She's got tons of Mustangs and different cars. So, yeah. But continuing on through coming off the machine right now, right? So a very signature component for QA1. You know, so if you think about it, we got the shock bodies. There we go, there's one. We have our shock bodies coming off over there, shock bases coming off here. So this is going to have a lot of metering valves and different things inside to control how stiff your QA1 shock is. And those are things that we do, again, right here. These will get anodized locally. We anodize these ones black specifically. About 45 minutes north of here. So, yeah, we don't do any powder coating in-house, anodizing, zinc plating.
Is there a reason for that?
There's the oil coming in there.
Not specifically. You know, we have some local partners that just do a really great job with it. And you know, for us to bring that in-house, it's just, you know,
Probably the cost
negligible.
doesn't outweigh
Yeah.
the investment yet.
So maybe one day, but you know, at this time, not bottleneck for us. So
Is the science on it back there? Yes.
so we'll
Back through this way.
probably yeah.
See, Giuseppe's a science.
I think a lot of chips every day. Recycle. Yeah, I like the chips. Just another internal component, so this will be at the top of the shock body. Piston rod will go in there to help support the piston rod, actually a bushing. But again, you start to see kind of how a shock is essentially being built, component to component throughout these machines. So it allows us to keep a really tight control over what we're doing and making sure that the shock is super consistent each and every one you get.
Single adjustable.
Well, and it's got, you can screw the eyelet on.
Yeah, so another version of our shock base. So
Single.
Depending on the vehicle it's going on, we need to change the bases up for those.
So this can have the eyelet or the...
Yep. Yeah, so you can screw different ends onto them, but it gives us some flexibility. Again, from a year make model perspective, we have to do a lot of that. So I think you can see it just a little bit better. Then Dave, here's all the drills.
I can watch that shit all day.
I know.
Man. Oh, he's over there.
I'd need a windshield wiper on it.
Yeah.
I know.
A lot of them have water to just hit a button and water.
Yeah. We put GoPros in there and try to shoot in there. It's
Shit all over.
exactly. So, one of the things with the building, I was saying how we want to be modular. This is one of the only areas where there's walls within the actual factory itself. The reason for that is we're constantly moving machines around. So if we buy new machines or we're moving departments around, we don't want to be hindered by walls. So our quality control area, this is the center hub of the facility. While we try to build processes that can't fail, the quality team is making sure that we validate those processes through and through. So several different measuring devices in here and then supporting the team in a variety of different ways. So, but this area stays very, very busy. Michael and Alan, say hi. How's it going? Michael, he's got several different muscle cars himself. We actually use QA1 employees for our R&D.
Yeah.
So we have
I bet they love that.
Yes.
that we're actually looking at supporting setups and different things. So it's pretty quick that we raise our hands to try to be involved.
Yeah. That's what I'd say too. Whoa, 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 whoa. What can we build for my car?
Exactly. Like my C10 you saw out there, that was the test bed for all of our C10 stuff.
You sacrifice that so that y'all
Yeah.
can build
We
C10 parts.
sacrifice that for the greater good of building C10s.
We all have to do a little give and take.
Yep. That's what life's about. Life is give and take.
All right, so we're entering in now to where we actually build all the shocks, right? Assembly. Yep, assembly. So we saw all the parts coming off CNC. Now what we're doing is, now that we're back from anodizing, we're actually now taking the parts and we're doing sub-assembly, right? So what we're doing here is we're now assembling the shock, starting to put some of the valving into the shock, the adjustable valves that you normally turn. And this will be a sub-assembly that will then move its way onto the line, right? But we pride ourselves, so every single QA1 shock we make right here. So
This would be almost like the staging lanes. You get, say we're going to run a batch of 103 of a certain shock, get all the components for 103 shocks, no less, no more. Then when they set them up here, they have everything they need to do just that run of however many we're doing. They're all assembled by hand. You see that some of them we do fill the oil with a machine, but the other ones are filled by hand. Every shock is dyno tested and serialized for our customers so that those shocks are theirs. They have individual serial numbers for those shocks.
if we ever, we'll go up there. Yeah. So,
Oh wow! Basketball court.
I didn't even see it up there.
He's like, hey,
so
I see a dude on the floor buffer up there. And I was
Yeah.
like, wait a minute.
So Travis, who you guys know, he's our vice president. He's on a mission right now to build out some different areas of the company that, again, people can kind of have some fun. You know, do a league night or something upstairs, the weight room over on the other side. But we want our team to be comfortable. This entire place is climate controlled as well, right? So in the summer, in the winter, you know, this will stay at constant 70 degrees the entire time. You know, little things like that. Basketball hoops, that's awesome. Lunchroom, you guys will see. Just makes it so that everybody feels good when they come to work. So, but yeah, we go up there later.
They're putting my mod shocks together over there.
You see something? You see something? Your mods yeah, all these areas are different sub-assembly stations. Ultrasonics to clean things off before they go in. Again, variety of hand assembly, and then we do a system then where we fill everything with an actual machine, make sure we purge all the air out of the shock. We do all the things that need to be done from that standpoint. So, again, consistency is everything. So, you'll see over here. How are you? How are you now? Kind of tough to see, but we have several dynos lined up. So we actually put the shock on the dyno. And like Steve was saying, every last one that we do is dyno tested. So, and then it goes on to a wash station and then on to box.
We're just running it up and down.
Yep.
So as they hook that shock up to the dyno, it's got a parameter set in it for that model of shock. It has to dyno within that realm within the first 3 or 4 seconds.
Turn the knobs and everything to make sure that it.
Yep, we do. And if it doesn't fall within those set of parameters, we pull it all back apart. But yep, they're all dynos. And they'll go down the little conveyor belt, similar to like a little automated car wash.
So now, you see right here though, conveyor belt, that's a big long wash station.
You just put that shock on there.
I see a big giant oil like this one.
It didn't take long though, huh?
That's lasting a long time.
Cool.
See how oily and nasty that guy is?
Yep.
Conveyor belt's a big dishwasher.
Now, one of the neat things in a lot for motorsports, but we actually do quite a bit for other markets that are be more like agriculture, critical manufacturing. We do a lot of really small shops as well. You know, common uses for these would be things like mobility chairs, things like that, right?
Oh, wow.
So we'll have people come to us and say, hey, you guys know shocks. We have a circumstance for which we need some support. We'll design and engineer something for them to work on, like a mobility chair as an example, has to go over concrete, grass, gravel. It needs to have a valving that can support all that. So we do a lot like that. Playground equipment. It's never done on me that playground equipment had so many shock absorbers on it. Like those wheels that spin around really fast, they have dampers underneath to help slow that down so that you don't go whipping people off like we did 20 years ago. Right? Everyone was shot.
We got one off.
So that'd be an example of a shock that goes on.
No, I can't do that.
What? Yeah, there you go. Yep. Yeah, we've
Rebounding like that.
Oh yeah, no, you ain't pushing that in.
Yeah.
where the entire cab is on like a floating deal.
Yeah.
So we've done shocks for those.
This was a tech call that came in.
Yeah.
You guys make small coilovers. How small? How many do you want?
That must be the point then.
We've got a whole station. That's all they do is make these coilovers.
What's your saying for bass boats?
I'll put shocks on a bass boat if you tell me to mend them.
But again,
Little baby shock. It's just little guys.
Yeah.
Just little guys.
It's like a shock, but smaller.
That's what I got to say.
but remember, we got tubular arms as well, right?
Oh, I know that.
Few of you guys recognize these arms. So these would be our drag race uppers. Actually, these are our street performance uppers. But feel how light these are, right? So the uppers are about 7 pounds, lowers are about 9 pounds. But we're proud to build those. You know, we'll get over that area now. But you know, these are as they come back from powder.
Yeah, we did skip a step. So this is when they come back from powder coating, but we'll go in the back corner where they actually weld these all day.
Yep.
And you'll see all the brackets and everything that we saw on CNC being put together for the arm.
Yep.
Then they kind of come back here, and this is where these things will get their stickers and bushings, grease fittings, get put into boxes. So we just went a little bit backwards, but it's because welding's off in the back corner.
This is a good example too of how our design engineers are trying to think outside the box. So you'll see here where the cross shaft would go. Normally you have 2 bushing cams with the cross shaft that slides through. Well, inherently when you weld that, you can get some misalignment, right? Misalignment causes bind. We don't want any bind with our control arms. So we actually bolt on our bushing cams on there. So that you get a bind-free operation all the time. So we're trying to think outside the box. Our engineers are trying to think outside the box on ways that we can solve problems in a situation we normally can't, right? So
And here's another one where we don't get a lot of customers who are still using a factory coil spring. Like, why do we have all that metal to facilitate that for just a couple customers that might be doing that? So we went to strictly coilover mount, but the way that we made that strong enough but still light is they use a stamped steel in the center. And it was the best solution that we had come up with to be strong but still have lightweight and not have all the material for like a coil spring.
I think the first set that I got from you guys was a dual. I bolted in.
yeah,
I bolted in or unbolted if you had a coil spring versus.
It had 2 optional plates that you could put in there depending on what you were doing, but it just took a lot of material to do it that way.
Yeah, they weren't the lightest.
The other thing we figured out is our ball joints. You know, you can have a ball joint housing and ball joint, put it all in there, but with our arms currently, I mean, the arm is the housing of the ball joint. So the only thing that goes inside of this is the guts of our patented low friction ball joint. So we were able to save weight of not using an additional housing, but also keep the strength, keep just the guts in here. It just makes it
That's a
much easier.
threaded ball joint, right?
Yeah, so
Well,
The service.
there's a plastic cup. Because anybody who has donk or big wheel cars or anything like this, I have to replace these with longer ones, you know, for more travel.
Well, that was
The
when you got
first
the
one-
kit before the kit.
The first
now
that's
they don't
right.
have to do
They
that.
don't have to do none of that?
No.
Okay, so the first one, whenever the car dropped down, it would bind up. And so We went back and forth a few times.
Yeah.
And he let me know that I'm dumb. I get that. And I put the wrong ones on. And then he sent me some more, and I feel like they were the same ones.
Yeah.
And then we got it right. But then they're longer and they stick up like this, which allows it more travel and stuff. So I've replaced these a lot.
And also too,
I've replaced those a lot.
Yeah.
I'll note this. So this ball joint assembly then, so this is a forging. You can notice how we take the weld penetration away from the actual ball joint itself.
Yeah, to keep it from getting hot here.
Exactly.
So the ball joint goes in and out easy.
This whole deal's pretty cool the way that it goes in there, and then you tighten it up, and then it's got the set.
Yep.
You know, the set deal. It's pretty cool.
Also too, I mean if you picture a normal ball joint, right? It goes into a ball joint cup that's already this big. So we're able to take that diameter down. Yeah. So like we see that a lot with plastic trucks where you might be rubbing the wheel itself, you might be rubbing the splash shield. So this smaller diameter is no longer an issue. So again, we're trying to find ways to solve problems where it's just been done that way for years. So
those look a lot like mine.
Yeah.
Yep. As you can imagine, as the shocks are coming off the line, the bushings, the stickers, the various things are all put into the shocks themselves. So we're nearing a finished product, right? So you can see how each of those steps has progressed to where now we're holding a shock that has all the oil in it, it's all valved up, ready to rock and roll for you. Knobs are ready to go. Put some stickers on that, get them in a box, and they're ready to head to you.
I got some sitting at the house waiting for the wagon.
Hey guys, Mike from CNC wanted to meet you guys.
Hey, nice to meet you guys. Mike, how are you, Mike? Nice to meet you. Cool.
It's actually, I'm like, is it too creepy to just like interrupt the interview?
I'm never creepy. Never creepy, man.
Oh no, dude, you're good.
Never
He runs our CNC machine over there with
Yeah, we saw him over there working it.
Yeah.
Oh, working.
Yeah. Well, you know, you standing around.
Right. That's okay.
We figured you was on your break.
You're welcome, Mike. Yeah, you're welcome, dude.
Steve's excited to show you boxing.
I'm excited to show you boxing because in a lot of our shocks, we'll have different sleeves, different packages of things that need to go. There's some sleeves.
Yep. The kids at work for us usually throw that stuff away.
Yeah, they do. And then when it's time to put it on, we go.
Yeah.
These are very easy to misidentify or have the wrong ones in the box. When our customers do what we call the Christmas Day test, they open up that box. We want them to have every single piece that they need to install this thing right now. And so in the past, we had taken some calls where they said, hey, I got too many sleeves. I got the wrong sleeves. I didn't get any sleeves. And our engineers came up with a solution. And this machine here, we type in what part number it's gonna be running at this point, and they'll put that on there, and we know there isn't an extra sticker, there isn't only one sticker in that box.
They weigh them all.
They don't go on the pallet till the green light comes up. So just another small thing that we can do to have our customer satisfaction. And when I take a phone call and the customer doesn't have the one little thing, I know what that's like. It makes me mad.
But you also know that it's the customer that lost it and it wasn't y'all.
Now you,
Hey,
now
I've
you
done
do.
that too.
Now you do.
Yeah.
I've done that. I've said, man, look, I didn't get this.
But
Look, man, you didn't send no ball
I
joints.
got it and I lost it.
I didn't want to make you feel bad, so I didn't tell you about our green light thing.
But now I know. I'm gonna go, look, I know you know I got that.
Yeah.
But I lost
Let's
it.
pretend that I didn't know.
just another small thing that we could do just to be that much better.
Somebody throw a penny on that box. It's a great idea. Weight quality.
That's another example of, again, how we build a process that can't fail. Right?
Yeah.
Because before, I mean, you
You got
might
a bunch of
be
idiots in your place that throw pennies.
Well, yeah. Well, and it makes you want to go, look, man, I know you got that part.
Yeah.
Whenever customers call and say,
Let me tell you how I know that you're full of it.
I'm gonna tell you right now, you're full of shit.
Would you like a free tour? Would you like a free tour of our shop?
Yeah.
We know that was in
I'll
the
show
box.
you where we put that in. Over here, some more.
What do they got here, man? How are they pumping that out of there? That old hydraulic pump on there.
Yeah, yeah.
Whoa. I mean, look, it comes out.
Inventory.
Put them together.
That guy's way up there.
Yeah.
Yeah, inventory is a big focus for us. You know, finished goods are the obvious thing that we try to keep good inventory on. but the components that will make or break are allowing us to build a shock. So that's been kind of a shift in focus for us, is making sure that we have all the components so that on a given notice, we could build any combination of shocks. So, you know, if we saw where the pistons and the base valves and all that stuff are being machined, we'll try to safety stock those really healthy.
Hey,
We can.
That's a big ass rod. Damn.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Yep, we do a lot of
big
rod
boy
ends.
right there.
Yeah, that's like
I
what
thought
we
the
got
ones on the Scout.
That's what we got
A
on
lot
the
of
Scout.
rod ends in stock. Industrial markets. You guys stay away from the mod shocks back here though.
Those are probably mine.
Yeah, I got them on my Chevelle. 55. And the dome.
And the dome.
In a second. But we'll go first over to where we weld up all the tubular stuff that we saw over here.
Yeah, no, they got some inventory.
We have a lot of metal that
Oh
needs
yeah,
to be
they weld
stuck
with
together,
Lincoln.
right? Yep. So, you know,
Of course they use Lincoln to weld
Yeah.
their shit together.
The red and black also.
we need to take all these sub-assemblies and we need to weld them together, right? So we got a combination of both robotic welding and human welding. The focus on the robotic welding is doing the repeatable tasks that are just kind of mundane. Let the machines run that, and let's have the human welders welding when really that human touch is needed, right? So that's how we try to divide that.
Still need
Exactly. And the thing is, too, a lot of people will look at this and go, okay, robotic welding, you're taking jobs away from the United States. No, actually, each one of these machines has added several positions to QA1 because we need someone to program the weld path, we need someone to operate it, we need someone to build jigs for it, like all these jigs you see up here, so we need to build those. And then the sub-assembly activities we do on
Stainless quartz jigs.
Yeah. Yeah.
But we're coming around this way. It's a little bit tight. But
Yeah. Weld red.
What?
Weld red. Wearing my Lincoln shirt today.
This is how I want my shop to be set up.
Uh-huh.
Right here. And everything put back up.
No.
Nice and
It looks
neat.
like that all the
Hey,
time.
no, it would look like this.
Yeah.
That's what I said, this is what I need my shop to look like, but this is what it would look like.
That's probably what he did.
Hey, right there.
What did you do with that?
That's probably
Just making sure.
that's the shit that would happen. That's the one that just came out.
yeah, when you weld or when you powder coat that, the welds almost just disappear. It's absolutely wild.
What can that thing run a day? Like 100 of those or 50 of those? Or?
It depends on if we need to make any touch-ups with programming. But I mean, on a good day, if we can keep it running and keep it feeding parts, I mean, 150 to 200 parts at least.
That just
But
goes
we
to
could do
show
like
how
some
much
repair
product they
process.
sell, that they keep on running that.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, it's cool. You can't even hardly see it, it's just melted together.
Yep.
Cool things about our screen is we actually CNC the ends before we put them in. They get welded on. That's just stamping them like a lot of sway bars are. But this just keeps them much nicer, tighter, compact.
So we once had a guy that's job was taking this up in a torch and hammer it flat, and so we could drill a hole through it. And we've now come up with this, which is everything safer, better, easier, more productive. You might be good.
Big sway bar.
You always need to be thinking about how to use that.
That is that's a pretty massive sway bar.
Looks like C10.
Yeah, it might be.
Yep.
Oh, he's got Miller. He's got Lincoln. He got
Is it that many
Oh, put that anywhere.
It's hot. That's one of our TIG welders there. And he's still asleep. I mean, look at those welds.
Yeah.
People's buying it all the time.
People's buying it all the time.
Could you
man.
imagine in its prime Fox Body Mustang stuff?
Oh, I wish it was still around. Dying.
It's just making him better.
Yes.
Right? Work smarter.
This is nice. This is a nice deal right here.
Yeah.
In a QA1 shirt.
I need that in the track.
We won't go around. We got shipping in the back then as well. So any inbound, outbound activities are happening over there.
Where are all the K members?
We don't have any out at the moment, surprisingly. Normally we have a big run going. So
What do you sell the most K members for? Obviously Fox bodies.
Yeah, Fox body. We do a lot with C10s, F100s, you know, a variety of platforms, but you know, the classic truck stuff is definitely coming up in popularity.
Yeah. What about like 96 Impala SS's? You make a lot of those or no?
No, nothing for that. You seen a lot of guys looking for that?
I don't know. I thought y'all had a kit for the front of
we have a kit
those.
for it, but not a full cross member. Yeah. But this is where we manufacture the carbon fiber drive shafts you see from QA1.
Yep.
So we have a couple different setups here. We have a single axis winder. So if for building a drive shaft for one of your cars, it'll come off of this machine right here. So we'll actually tailor it for that build. And we have 4-axis winder over there where we do a lot of our year, make, model deals, right? So if it's a late model Mustang, if it's a late model, you know, Challenger, Charger, Camaro, something like that, we'll run those over there. We have 4 different mandrels that'll run at the same time. But we're one of the few that are actually manufacturing the tube from just the filament itself. So if you peek over here, these 3 bags are full of carbon fiber. All the winding will come out onto a spindle, and just like, you know, Charlotte's Web spits out to the mandrel, it'll actually wind it.
And our 10-foot sticks that we make on these machines, these are designed to be drive shafts. These aren't just carbon fiber tubes. We have certain wind angles that the engineers have figured out that has a little bit of deflection, kind of smooths out those violent launches. So these tubes are made to be a drive shaft.
No, mine's the blue, huh?
Yours is blue.
Mine's blue.
The customs have the blue tinted resin that we made with 3M, and then the black resins are more of our direct fits for the new Camaro SS, Mustangs. They have a closer proximity to the exhaust, and so this resin allows for them to have that exhaust a little bit closer than we would with like the blue resin, which our minimum is 2 inches.
I want to see that machine. I want to see that good.
That's over here.
They have a machine that twists them down a lot closer.
Yeah, we do.
That works different.
It does. It does.
They have a machine that twists them
We're testing the torsional stiffness of the drive shaft. So a lot of people ask, like, carbon fiber, that's never going to hold up. Dave, is that going to hold up? It holds up, right? So the bond itself between the end yokes and the tube itself is the strongest part of the drive shaft. The way that we actually bond that, right? We test that here in this torsion tester. We actually built this because what we needed did not exist. And we've taken drive shafts to like 7,000 pound-feet where a twist about 30 degrees off index, come back to 0. It's absolutely wild. Wow. But what we're able to do, like for drag racing, is we're able to actually design a drive shaft that has a little bit of torsional give to it, right? So like on the hip, it gives a little bit of a kind of shock absorber, a little bit of a cushion, so that doesn't blow tires off right away. So people are actually using that as a like tuning device now, both for drag racing, also circle track as well, depending on what type of track and track conditions they're faced with. So like for circle track,
This would be cool on the K5 builds and
these
stuff.
are going to be our 2 1/4, really small diameter. This will go like on a late model or something like that. Very, very popular.
So how true is it that they get really, they're destroyed?
You know, some surface blemishes, not much of an issue. You know, if you start to see where like the actual fibers themselves are starting to
The
fray,
one on the donk.
you know, for
is
safety
all
reasons, I'd
scratched
probably
up and
retire that
shit.
shaft. That's a pretty rare circumstance. I mean, how long have you had
drive shaft in your car?
3 years the first time coming in throughout
Yeah. Yep. I mean, thousands and thousands of hits.
Yeah.
Yeah, 2015.
My favorite thing about the driveline area here is this is our balancer. All of our drive shafts are balanced. However, you can tell which drive shafts have not been balanced because they still have a job sticker on them. During the balancing, because this is all made in-house, we really don't have to do a whole lot. If you do, and I thought they were screwing with me when they told me this. Engineering says they index the QA1 sticker on this drive shaft, and that is the majority of the balancing process. So you can tell, I thought they were.
And there's some sort of coating over the top of that sticker too, right?
No,
I thought there was on mine.
mine started to do. But this is a job sticker, so all of these have not been balanced yet. And once they're balanced, they'll have a QA1 sticker on them, and that's how we know.
Yep.
Huh.
But yeah, for drag racing though, the scratches, not much of a concern. Most of these actually get run like in a dirt car type scenario. Rocks and debris get thrown at it the entire race. You actually see the 7075 actually chip and show more wear than the tube itself. So, it's pretty wild.
Pretty crazy.
This is part of a 10-foot stick that we probably cut your drive shaft out of, and we put the rest over here for other things. But you'll see the lines on the drive shaft, you can feel them too. And what that is we put a very thin compaction tape around this after it comes off the winder. When we put it into the oven, the mandrel expands, the compaction tape compresses, and it takes any voids out of this. And then every 10-foot stick, the engineers do cut a slice out of it. They put it under the microscope just to make sure there's no voids in the material. But yeah, that's all it is. I believe that's 120 wall. And like Dave was saying, we've added 6,000-7,000 pound-feet of torque just the tube, just because we wanted to see where it would break.
What's the strongest? Is that the strongest tube you guys make, or what do you make for drivers for like this?
The limiting factor is the huge one.
Yeah,
Right. Okay. So the tube, that's the size then, right there.
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I know his car makes like 10,000 pound-feet of torque, right?
Oh yeah.
Way more than that.
Pretty close.
On the low
Like
side.
9,800.
But this will take 6 just by itself. And then, like Dave was saying, the strongest part of the drive shaft is that bond with that, similar to an aircraft adhesive. So you know how far the tube will go, and you know that bond is still the strongest part of the drive shaft. It's really just the U-joints at that point. Oh, we had it. Oh, we don't say glue around here.
Bonding agent.
Bonding agent.
Oh, we called up Elmer's and got a special deal.
That's right. That's right.
Stick
No,
some of the shoes
it's like an
before.
aircraft adhesive. That's all it is.
We don't say glue.
Church it up.
That's right. Remember that green
Man.
one we bought?
Uh-huh.
Sold it.
You did? How come?
Well, so Travis was looking at two-wheel drive, then he fell in love with the four-wheel drive, and I'm like, well, this truck that we bought was destined to be
Did you make money off of it? Tell us about what you got. So he hollered at me and said that the owner of QA1 needs a K5. I found him a two-wheel drive K5 and I sent it to him, which I sent him a bunch.
Yeah.
And they ended up going and buying this. And now he just said that they sold it.
So through this area, this is really our player. This is where we design all the parts QA1. So here's a prime example how a lot of projects that we move forward start. We will find a car and we'll strip it down to this bad boy. Hey, this bad boy used to be sweet.
It's like a Testarossa side.
No,
Oh, yeah,
exactly.
no, it had the Ferrari shit on the side.
Yep.
It was never sweet.
But we'll take our and we'll scan this entire car.
Fucker's mint.
So how long have y'all had this? And when did you sell the other one?
Back to the most important
Yeah,
part.
hang on, excuse me. Let's talk about the Blazer for a little while.
Travis, do you want something to Blazer a little bit?
Yeah. So why didn't you want the two-wheel drive?
I said I wanted out.
Hey, no, hey.
Wanted to lift it.
I feel like you could have both. So.
So we bought the two-wheel drive, right?
Yeah.
And then Travis went to Barrett.
Changed my mind.
And he's sending me pictures, like, you know, it's Friday night, you're sending me pictures, like, oh, I love this, I love this. I'm like, you
Hey,
just
it was
sent me,
probably all the Hogan built ones. Have you seen the Hogan built ones?
maybe,
Those guys
but
are
several of the
amazing.
Ring Brothers.
Is that the ones that built that teal one at SEMA?
Yes,
God, that
yes.
thing.
The Hogan, the guy It's Hogan built is what it's
Yep.
called. Right now they are killing the game with these things.
Yeah, but the 6th photo you sent me, I go, you know you're sending me all 4-wheel drive, right? We have a 2-wheel drive sitting back at the shop. So, a little change in direction, but...
somebody did a lot of work on this top.
Yep.
It's all smooth.
Yeah. Yeah, no, somebody put in a lot of time on that.
Yeah, we just got RTX gauges for it. They're not in yet.
Did you see the ones we just put in his yellow one?
No.
Oh man, they're
I
sick.
just got a yellow 73. So it's the square body, but it's the full top.
Yeah.
And we just put the RTXs in it too. We put a 6-liter and a 6L80 in it.
Oh,
so
nice.
it's a 6-speed, you know, and it's
awesome.
so cool. Actually, Aiden did a photo shoot with it yesterday. So I'm out of town. Aiden just races all my cars and drives all my cars.
That's a nice program.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but so this stuff isn't actually available to the public yet. This is kind of a little
I can tell
sneak
that the
peek.
steel's the heavy part. Yeah, it's a little sneak peek. FBody, third gen, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Pull it up.
So this is a good example, though, too, how the thoughtful design translates into the aesthetics of the product as well, right? So you could do the same thing and just have a big giant can weld to the top, kind of crude. This is something the engineers have taken a lot of time and effort to make sure that aesthetically it's a great product. On top of it, supporting the wants and needs that we have from a product design standpoint. So.
See this?
I did see that.
Pull it up and push it down for caster and camber, and then
Just became a man. That sounds dirty. What is that? First time you see
the whole body pulls out. If I can figure it out.
So that's an inverted strut design. So where normally you'd have a big piston rod that's like a 5/8 or larger diameter. So now the piston rod itself is the actual body of the shock.
start working out.
Yeah, I know.
You got them old weak
I
shoulders.
just now did that, and I was like, oh, there it goes.
Man, good job. You make that?
That's cool.
Yeah. They're amazing.
Are they good?
This is serious business this weekend. I didn't race this weekend. I worked on baking. There's more in the brake. I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah, how's your judging go?
I don't know. I don't know what he
It's like a
It's
lemon.
pretty good, though.
Like the base is like a lemon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, lemon bar. Lemon bar. He had 3 of them earlier.
Yeah, it's good.
I had one. Trying to do something for everybody else.
Thanks, guys. So again, we're talking about trying to keep a good, comfortable spot for everybody. Garage door opens up. When it's not 95 degrees outside, we'll open that garage door. We got fresh food and different things that people can buy throughout the day. Again, that's something that Travis and Melissa feel very passionate about. It's like, let's make sure everyone feels good about coming to
You
work.
gotta be happy at work. For sure. For sure.
So, yeah, we do things, different things, just try to keep things fresh. So, like, there's a baking contest happening right now. So,
Bet
we
those
saw
cake
some of the
pops are pretty
renderings over
good.
there.
Those what?
Those cake pops.
Oh, yeah.
So,
We have barbecue day and all sorts of fun stuff.
chili cook-offs, different things. So, yeah, this would be one of our Mopar displays. So, we try to keep things kind of out in the open. So kind of check out everything that we got going on. Those are.
Oh, they gotta be good. They gotta be.
They're so easy.
Are they good?
Yeah.
Again, if you want to keep your Mopar a little more traditional, torsion bar, do that. But we also have a pretty wild coilover setup too, so converts it to a rack companion, more modern feel. Adjustable coilovers give you tons of flexibility, but again, the Mopar audience is pretty neat because you do have a lot of those purists that want to keep the torsion bar, and then for those that want headers, you go with your coilovers.
Mopar people are definitely unique.
That's what he meant.
Yeah.
But this is the most confusing display because everybody looks at it, tries to figure out what the hell.
Yep,
Then you tell them it's both sides.
exactly.
Doesn't that hit the oil pan?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Yeah, what motor is that? Yeah. That the one motor mounts up here and the other one's down there. Yeah.
A few people took notice of some basketball hoops upstairs.
Next time,
Yeah.
Bring a squad. I don't know, man. Your shoes.
See that toe right there? Right here and right here.
Yeah.
So I had surgery on it, and I was telling Aaron yesterday, I'd rather not have surgery on it. Like, I literally can't use this toe at all.
How long ago?
I said, man, like, it's been long enough now that it shouldn't be hurting. But I told her, I was like, if the cops came right now, I wouldn't be able to. So, which is part of the reason.
Whose toes are better, me or Nova's?
Oh, nice.
Nice.
His are sparkly too.
Hey, you guys.
Man,
Something else recently.
kind of ugly feet though.
Yeah.
I see why you paint them.
Yeah.
Look at this guy.
Whose toes are better?
Man, hey, don't be ashamed.
I got a toe. My big toe on this side goes, you know, like this.
Yeah,
I jumped off on like parking in a lake. You know, butted up your boats, and somehow they started coming together.
Oh, yeah.
So I jumped off one to push off and just slipped and just jammed it.
Phantom, I told you, like, everything
Split
was,
that,
yeah.
split the
Shoot
nail.
everything.
This was like, this was 15.
No,
15 years ago or something. But, well, I wish you would have seen it when it was not. I mean, this was full of inventory 9 months ago. Unfortunately, it was a bit of an afterthought when we built the building. It would have been awesome if I would have thought about this when we designed it. But the ceiling trusses were like 14 and a half feet. That's what he said. And we needed more. So we had to pull some of those out.
Yeah, and redo all this, right?
Yep. Now you can see tested it over there. Now we're just waiting on the floor guys.
Yeah, he said y'all was bringing in wood floor.
Yeah. Good floor here. Lake will does not have a plethora of gym space. One thing that's missing, so. Figured we put the space to use.
Yeah, I know those are some legit backboards too. He's got that move down.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, now show him the left. Show him the left-handed move down. That's rhetorical. There isn't a left-handed move.
So that was pretty cool, man. I was shocked.
He made it funny.
They're QA1 shocks.
Shocks. He was shocked. Oh, she didn't get the dad joke.
But so no, but for real, I honestly didn't realize that they literally make everything there.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
I mean, I'd say 90% of the stuff that they make.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's for sure. Oh, you've been driving this whole time with no gate? He's been in the back. Nobody's known.
Oops. We've done that a
we
few
drove
times.
last night and everything.
Yeah.
But yes, it was pretty amazing, man. Hey, and this is the second place that we've been to that has been like, I would work here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If I needed a job.
Yeah.
Like, they take care of their employees. This place is amazing. Sure. Like, it's oh, don't get ran over. This place is amazing. They treat their employees amazing, you know, so it was really cool. Yeah. We probably should have came up here last year, but I'll be honest with you, man, I didn't realize that they were up here.
No idea.
You know?
Had no idea.
Don't you know?
Yeah, don't you know? But yeah, no, it's a pretty cool little tour. Got to see how everything's made, the whole assembly line part of it, and they explained how everything works. And of course, we like CNC machines, and they got plenty of those for us to look at. So
because we could just
all day long.
Yeah.
Like the videos on Facebook that we watch all day long. So that's pretty cool. Now it's time to hit the road, though. We got about 14 hours left to hit.
We ain't going that far, though.
No.
We're gonna drive about 5 hours, and we're gonna call it a day.
Yeah, get us a nice steak, somewhere to sleep. And
hopefully we drive 5 hours. That means everything went fine, and we made it 5 hours.
Yeah.
Hey, because it's starting to get hotter. Things start happening, you know.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna slow down just a little bit.
Yeah.
So.
Yep, ain't
And
no
with
reason
that,
to get them.
It's time to go.
Ain't no reason to get them tires too hot or motors too hot, anything like that. So that's going to do it for this one, guys. Stick around. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Like the video, comment, tell us what you like, what you want to see more of, and we'll catch you on the next one, guys.